Good morning. Yes, I'm filming 2 videos in one day because why the fuck not? I wanted to talk about my peak week and kind of go more in depth because I feel like people are really curious about peak weeks, especially because everybody's peak week is different. Everyone's coach has different protocol for peak week. Everyone has their different concoctions for peak week. You know, you see some people doing the shots of vodka, you see some people doing like diuretics, like you see some people, like everyone has a different protocol when it comes to peak week. And for my first show, my protocol was like some super weird concoction of like watertight vitamin C and like a tea. Like it was a weird ass concoction. But for this show, my coach did something different that I never even heard of before. It was potassium manipulation, I think is what he had called it, which basically your girl ate hella bananas, which I was not complaining about. If you saw my carb up meal, not complaining about bananas, and hella salt. And he had said basically that the two combining together like does something to the muscles. I don't fucking remember. I was on peak week. I don't remember what the fuck he was saying. That was basically like my protocol to lean out and fill out at like the same time kind of thing, because I had carbs and then the potassium and the salt was doing some shit. The day he started giving me that, it was like way too much. Like meal 3, I was struggling to get like the oatmeal down because it was so much carbs and my body was so depleted at that point that the carbs were just like way too much. I hit a fucking wall and I was like it was one of those ones where you gotta get up, walk around and like contemplate your life kind of meals because it was just too much. It was day 1 and then we ended up just like dropping it by half after that, and I was able to like inhale all the meals after that. And that was basically my meals. Even on show day, that was my meals. My body was reacting really well to the meals. I did find I filled out a little bit between that and show day, which was a given because I was obviously so depleted before that. So obviously it was a given that my body was going to, you know, puff up a little bit, but it wasn't anything, you know, and I knew going in that I wasn't as lean as the other girls. I knew it going in. Like I knew like a month out, I wasn't going to be as lean as like one of the other girls that was competing. And I knew it. But I was bringing my best package to date, and that was like what I was proud of. I don't know what had happened from literally like show day morning to like show day actually being there. And I knew it was a 50-50 going into this, that my legs were going to puff. My legs puffed the first show that I ever did. Just too much carbs, went literally straight to my fucking quads, and I looked hella puffy. But yeah, I don't know what happened from that morning to show day time, because I was eating the same things, and I was like, the only thing I had differently was I had a bagel and peanut butter, but I was like, I can't see that drastically changing it. But I puffed up, and it led me to where I placed. I did place 5th out of my class, and I had the best fucking posing though, that's for fucking sure. I'm gonna say that right fucking now. I had the best fucking posing out of all those girls on stage, even if my ass was puffy. Best posing. But yeah, I got puffy. It sucked. It happens. Some girls, their peak week, literally, like I said, makes or breaks their physique. You could be super fucking lean and then carb up the fucking wrong way and get puffy. This was me and my coach's first peak week together. And we even had a discussion after, and we're like, we shouldn't have given me carbs. My body loves carbs. My body literally gets like fucking juicy, thick pumps off of carbs. And I knew it was a toss-up. It was 50-50 going into this show that I was going to puff up again, and I did. So that was basically my peak week. I was super fucking depleted like the first 3 days. Like calories were so fucking low. And then finally got to eat food, and it was amazing. Like, who would have thought that egg whites, oatmeal, bananas, and salt would slap so hard? When you're starving, it's good. It's good. But that was my peak week. I don't know what else to say, so I'm just gonna end this video.